How's it going, guys? This is Sean Green from Priority One Athletics, here to give you a few workouts that you can do at home. Something you can do at a court that's nearby you, or just something you can do if you didn't even have a goal. So today we're going to talk about straight pounds. We're going to talk about pocket dribbles, drops, and speed stops. And we'll get into those things and talk about how we can use them and be effective. But for now, we're just going to start off with just talking about straight pounds. Okay, if I'm saying straight pounds, that means I'm taking a dribble that my elbow is going to be above the ball and I'm just driving that straight down. Okay, that's your dribble that you're probably going to do sometimes stationary when you're playing the game and you're kind of waiting. But we got to have strong straight pounds. So we're just going to rep those out really quick. You can do as many as you like. Me, I'm going to do 20 on my right hand and then 20 on my left hand. All right, now that we got the straight pounds out of the way, let's go to our pocket dribbles. A pocket dribble is a form of ball manipulation. It's when you are able to dribble the ball straight down from your straight pound in the front of your stance and then pull the basketball back to the side, more your hip area right here, with your hands sideways. That is very legal as long as we don't get our hands under the basketball. So right now we're gonna rep out about 10 pocket dribbles on the right and left hand. Make sure when you're pocket dribbling, you're keeping your chest down. Do not rock your whole entire body back just to manipulate the ball. Do not turn your shoulders and do not turn your knees in. You want to be able to pocket the ball with your body staying straight ahead, so have good body control. All right, so we have our straight pounds, we have our pocket dribbles all out of the way. So now let's incorporate the drop footwork, okay? So we're gonna have to use our straight pound and our pocket dribble in the process of doing this. If we're talking about a drop is a move that you can use where you are splitting both feet at the same time with your dribble side foot going forward. And this can either create space or allow you to keep space when the defender's on you, but it can load you up to be explosive. So let's just say if the ball was in my right hand, what I'll be doing is dribbling. I would split, and as I split, the ball would go to my pocket, and then my ball side foot would go forward with my weak side foot backwards. Wouldn't be in a driving position with my chest down and just being ready to explode out of that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on drops and then getting into a foot replacement, which means I'm going to put both of my feet back under my hips after being wide. We'll do 10 on right hand, and then we'll do 10 on left. Okay, so now we have those drops done. All right, we got to learn how to move out of a drop. And of course, from a drop, you have a lot of options. I can step into a shot with an instep. I can change directions with a crossover. I can be a little bit shifty and go between my legs to get a read from my defender. But most of all, I want to be able to explode forward to get downhill to attack my defender. So we're going to work on drops and speed stops right now, which is me hitting into a drop and then me exploding forward and stopping on a 1-2, which is inside, outside foot. And anytime I stop that way, it gives me a chance to create space for my defender. So if the ball's in my right hand and I drop, of course you're gonna think of a 3-step explosion. Ball's in right hand, right foot goes forward. So when I'm moving forward now, all it's going to be is a left-right step with the dribble being placed on that inside foot when it steps. And then if I'm going to my left, it's going to be right-left with the ball being dribbled on that inside step, which would be my right going that way. So what we're gonna do is work on drops and speed stops. Try to be very disciplined and be very clean with your footwork, okay? 3-step explosion, drop, 2, 3. That's your count it's gonna be. We're gonna rip out like 5 going right and then 5 going left. You could do more if you wanna push yourself. All right, drops and speed stops are done. We've now drove and attacked out of this and was very aggressive. So out of your speed stop, you create space, and if I'm stopping, more than likely I can get a shot off. So we're gonna talk about getting to a speed stop, but then getting into our shot. So there's a lot to think about when we're doing these things. So when you're picking up, you gotta think about your pickup timing for your shot. So if I'm in my drop, then I'm into my speed stop, I'm dribbling on my inside foot, I wanna make sure that I don't gather the basketball too soon because that'll take away options. So what I wanna make sure that I'm doing is I'm picking that basketball up as that last foot is coming in, getting ready to get into my shot. So what we're gonna do is drop the speed stops. We're gonna knock down some shots really quick. For you, I would like you to go making 10 shots going to your right, making 10 shots going to your left. I'm just gonna give you a few examples right now so you can see exactly how it's done. Check this out. All right, so we just did drops and speed stops and shooting, all right? I did the right side for you to get an example of it. Hopefully you knocked out right and left so that way you can get a lot of reps to improve. So now we're gonna do the same exact thing, but we're gonna get into a 2 dribble drive. Now what's crazy is sometimes we lose our rhythm and our footwork when we add multiple dribbles into something that we're doing already. It's kind of easy to get into it from a 3-step explosion because there's 3 steps total and 1 dribble forward. But now what happens when you have to add more footsteps and then more dribbles. So we're gonna go 2 dribble drive, which means 2 dribbles, and you'll actually have 5 steps in that. We still wanna get into the same speed stop towards the end to create that space for that shot. All right, so we got into our 2 dribble drive from our drops and got into speed stop still and kept that dribble timing. And we really paid attention to our pickup timing as we shot. So then I said there's more options that you can get to out of a drop, okay? We said that we can drop and go. I said we can drop and change directions. I said we can drop and, be shifty without attacking by going through and getting reads from our defenders. We can step into a shot from a drop. So for right now, we're gonna go into a drop cross. A drop cross, of course, is what it is. It's me dropping first, okay? Selling the drive with my chest down and my shoulders down. And from that position, the ball's in my pocket. I have the ability now to shift and cross over to make my defender believe I'm driving, but actually changing directions. So we're gonna hit the drop cross really quick. Make sure that you're being really detailed with your drops and your body positions are there. So don't cheat it and try to rush the footwork to get to a cross. I want you to make sure you're working on trying to learn how to shift your body here, shifting your core, all right? Shifting your core, then get into a crossover, and then we're gonna get to a floated speed stop, which means I'm gonna get to a speed stop right out of the cross, and that cross will be my last dribble. Here we go. All right, so that was your drop cross. We went with our right hand into a floated speed stop. Give you the opportunity to see what it looks like, give you an idea of how to really sell it, to make sure the defender really believes that you're gonna drive and actually being very elusive and changing directions. Now, the last thing I said we could do is actually step into a drop, okay? So from your drop, if I get into a drop and the defender plays a drive and their hands are down, or I freeze them, or I back them up a little bit, I can now just step into a shot really quick. It's a lot of NBA players, college players, and high schoolers that use this move. It's nothing new that I'm creating here. It's just giving you some identity to what's going on and what's happening, giving these moves identity. So what we're gonna do is go into a drop. We're gonna take an instep to pick up. We're actually gonna get into some shots to show how it looks like if you're getting shots in. But first we're gonna go ahead and get into the whole entire footwork portion, body position, and pickup timing.